Hey peoples, this is another movie review of the movie I Am Mother. As always, I want to thank you for listening, and let's get on to the review. So, I Am Mother is a Netflix movie, and I guess you can call this post-apocalyptic-ish, kinda? That's what it kinda feels like. But mostly, we're in a facility with a robot, and the robot raises a girl until she becomes, I think, 16, 17-ish, in that range. But the robot's name is Mother and the girl's name is Daughter, and that's how they refer to one another. And that's pretty much our movie for the most part, except one day there's a knock at the door facility and a woman is outside, and Daughter lets her inside. The woman is scared of the robot because she claims that there are robots just like that outside who have killed and murdered all of her friends and family, and they're evil. So Daughter isn't sure who to believe. Should she believe the random lady who's acting kind of weird, or should she believe her mother who raised her but also isn't answering all her questions? And that's the drama of our movie. And I will say that I really enjoyed this movie for the most part. I think my favorite thing is that I really didn't know who was telling the truth for a good bulk of it. Of course, with all movies, we are wired to believe that the robot's the evil one because the robot is usually the evil one. But the lady that came into the facility acted so crazy and she was getting on my nerves, and I was like, you know what, lady, maybe you're crazy. Maybe you're lying, and maybe the robots aren't evil, but you're just evil. And that's what made me question who was actually telling the truth. I also enjoyed the fact that I did not know where this movie was going. I had no idea what the ending was going to be, except when we got to the ending, I kind of don't like the ending. We've seen this type of ending in multiple robot AI movies, like all the time, and certain characters' reasonings for doing certain things we've seen before, and I wish they would have thought of something new. I personally don't know what they could have thought of, but I wish it wasn't as cliche as every single other movie that is this type. The visuals look really good in this movie. I thought the robot looked great. I thought the world looking all gloomy and sad looked great. And the ocean shots, that's kind of cheating because the ocean always looks nice, but they look great. And the scenes around there look really nice. One key thing that I wish they would have explored more was the robot's motherhood versus the actual lady's motherhood when she came into the facility. They had maybe a small scene of this in the movie where you can see the difference of, yes, this is a robot, but this robot seems to show more love and compassion than this woman who is a human who you would think would have more love and compassion. But also, this woman has been through a lot. I like that they did that, and I wish that part would have stretched out longer and we had more scenes of just showing how different these two characters are. Now, everything in this movie isn't perfect. There are a couple of not necessarily plot holes, but for instance, the first connection to outside is a mouse that is in the facility, and I was wondering, hey, how'd that mouse get inside? Isn't this like a, super sealed off building? But they never really explain that. But that's what piques the girl's interest and makes her wonder about the outside world because she's been in this facility for so long. Also, I wish they would have gotten a different actress for either one of the human roles because they're both women with straight brown hair, and I wish maybe somebody had some blonde or something different just to distinguish the characters even more instead of them looking so similar. I already mentioned that I don't like the ending, but that was in regards to the robot storyline. I also don't like the lady's storyline either. The way they ended it seemed like they gave you an ending, but it seemed like a cop-out. I don't know how to explain it, but I just didn't enjoy it. I really just didn't enjoy the end of this movie. Before that, for the bulk of the movie, when you're trying to figure out who's telling the truth and who should Daughter believe, that's the most interesting part. So I definitely suggest this. I think it's an interesting movie. I think it's pretty fun, and it had me on the edge of my seat sometimes. I really enjoyed it, and I think you will too. As always, thank you for listening, guys. Please do me a favor and like, subscribe, thumbs up, heart, retweet, all those things on all the social medias. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. God bless. I'll talk to you tomorrow.